Good morning. Good morning, Olivia.
Yeah.
I was just thinking, honey, there's been a lot of talk on social media
Mhm.
about, you know, differences in how different nationalities of women are raised, right? Whether one is raised to be a wife and one is raised to be independent and blah, 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 so forth and so on.
Mhm.
And I don't like assuming anything.
Right.
So I just wanted to have the conversation. Like, oh, hold on. Like, like, how do I ask this? Did your mama teach you how to be a wife? What would your response be if someone was like, "Did your mother teach you how to be a wife?"
If somebody asked me,
Yeah, I'm a little afraid
my
because I
first
know you're blunt. Oh my gosh.
my first response would be mind your business. Um, but
You
and
are so not your mama. You are so not your
hey, well, mind your business. Why you my business?
This is mind
But
your business. Why you
but
my business?
I would say you definitely have taught me how to be a wife.
But like, what does that entail? And like, what I get confused with is what's the difference being taught how to be a responsible young woman versus just being a wife? Like,
Well,
help me,
okay.
help me.
So obviously, with being a wife, instead of more focused on sustaining yourself and getting yourself up, there's another person in the picture, and many times you said different things. But I don't. One thing I don't want you to get confused is I know, because I know you teaching me how to cook, clean, wash dishes, do all that. This is for myself. It's not for a man. It's not for a man. This is so I'm able to take care of myself, provide for myself, sustain for myself. Some people get that confused. They be like, oh, well, people be like, oh, well, you gotta cook, clean, do all that for your husband. No, baby. You learning how to do that so you can take care of yourself. Forget a man. Because if you don't know how to cook and clean, what are you doing?
What are you
What are you
doing?
doing? This is not potluck. What are you like going out to eat every day?
What are you doing?
You know? It's those things that you need for yourself. But I feel like what you've taught me in being a wife is that it's it's never the 50-50 thing. Bull. I'm sorry. The 50-50 thing is bull. It's never 50-50.
Right.
And your goal is to give your 100 at all times. But in this day and age, we all know that's not how we gonna play it. We know that's not how it is. Just being real. We would love 100 for 100. One person giving 100, the other person giving. That's beautiful. Instead of 50-50, because nothing's ever 50-50.
Right. Nothing. Let me tell you something. Don't
Nothing.
set that expectation.
That is
Nothing is
Nothing.
ever 50
Nothing
50.
is- nothing
I
is-
believe like you're going to have weekdays and you're going to have strong days.
right.
And that's going to be in life in general. You're going to have summers and you're going to have winters.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you may be in your summer, whereas your partner may be in his winter.
Right. Exactly.
And sometimes he may be in his summer. He may be experiencing his Nigerian heat, and you up in Alaska in your 6 months of winter. But within your capacities, I believe that each person should give 100% of who they are within those seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So it won't, your 100% in your winter won't look the same as his 100% in his summer,
Right.
and vice versa. Though you're giving 100%, it looks different.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not 50-50. I don't know where we got
That's
that from.
realistic.
So,
Sorry.
okay. All right. So what else does it entail, like being a wife, that you're taught? I just...
How to... I want to say how to communicate a certain way with your husband, how to, in like certain situations, how you have to sometimes, in order, let's say we get in an argument, how you sometimes have to make that mental note to give up being, what do you always say? Give up being wrong?
Give up being right.
Oh, right.
Yeah. No, you always give up being wrong because you're always right.
I love to argue. We can argue about this because I'm gonna tell you exactly why I'm right. I'm gonna tell you why I'm right. You always say give up being right, and you know it's the peaceable option. But is we peaceable?
You should be peaceable, Olivia.
That's okay, because when it gets to that point, my man gonna know. Don't do it, because I will argue with you.
God bless her. Bless her with somebody that understands her. That's all I'm asking.
Peaceable.
Bless her with somebody that understands her.
Never. All right, I understand.
And is in the market for what that little thing got.
It's always, oh no, let me tell you why you're wrong. And we gonna keep going.
Life will happen. Don't even worry about it. I'm not even worried about that. You have a foundational understanding, and life will happen. And you'll look back on that information that I gave you when you was 15, and you're gonna be like, you know what? I just want peace.
You're right. And it's probably gonna get to that point. You're
I
absolutely
want
right.
Peace.
You're absolutely right. But until then, it's back and forth. Me and you, buddy. It's me and you. It's me and you. We right here. Stop playing with me. I ain't finna be wrong.
I can appreciate the little girl that you are now. I really can. You have a voice, and you believe your voice matters. And that's just as important, too.
Let me tell you how bad it's gonna get. Oh, I could
No, Olivia, do not.
I could be dead wrong.
No, Olivia.
And know it.
Olivia, no.
But I ain't going down on a fight. I ain't going down on a fight.
Olivia.
Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. Yes, ma'am.
Would you say gaslight, gatekeep, and girl boss?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be single for a while.
Oh, that's me.
I mean, hey.
It's all right. People.
At least your mama will tell you.
Yeah.
Nobody else. I mean, so when some random tell you, oh, you're going to be single, be like, yeah, my mama told me.
I knew that. I know that.
You're gonna grow into the knowledge that you've acquired at a young age and learn how to apply it. I have no doubt that you're gonna do that. Life has its way of teaching you the best lessons, but as long as there is a foundation of understanding, I think you're gonna do great. You're gonna be awesome as an individual because you love yourself. That's the most important thing. My God, I'm talking about really love yourself. Really love yourself. Don't compromise on your standards. You may have preferences that you will be flexible with, but don't compromise on your standards.
Got it.
Okay?
Got it.
So overall, you feel like you've been like you were taught. But the focus is, maintaining and sustaining you in a healthy spot.
Right.
Because when you're happy, he can join you in your happiness.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not waiting for him to create it. And I think, that's where we sometimes really mess up, is waiting for someone else to create that euphoria for us, when they should join us in the euphoria that we already provide to ourselves. That way we expand. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're expanding our territory instead of creating our euphoria on something someone else envisions for us. They may not get it. It's like, it's a little off the mark from what I wanted for myself, but Okay. Nah.
Okay.
Woo. Woo. Well, all right.
Alrighty then.
Well, Mom, I thank you for this conversation. I was a little hesitant. I was, because you should just hear the conversations around. I know you're not on social media like that. You don't do the whole social media thing. And I think, you know what, that is a great thing, because when I started hearing stuff that I'm hearing on social, I got really confused because it was totally different than, I'm not even going to talk about the actions, the mindset of when I was raised. And I'm like, I'm sending my daughter out here to the wolves.
Yeah.
That's like, because this is crazy. Wait a minute. And it's not old school teaching that you're given. That you're being taught properly. I don't know what's going on with everybody else.
Everybody else on something.
Oh,
They
God.
own something.
They own something?
I don't know what it is. But it's something. That's all I can tell you.
We're going to pray for them.
Yeah, we will. I rebuke thee.
It rebuke them in what?
In the name of Jesus.
Girl, you know what? You do it for me. We are at this school. Thank you for the conversation, Olivia. I appreciate it, babe. You don't understand how it settles my spirit sometimes to just hear, specifically from you and your brother as to how you guys are processing things. Because I know y'all out there like, what? So, what?
Huh?
What?
No. Heavy on the huh?
What'd you say? Heavy on the huh?
Exactly. I opened social media up one time in like a week, and I closed it immediately. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Well, we're thankful for discernment. Just don't lose it as you get older. It's a tendency to lose it. Don't lose discernment as you get older. It's going to save you from a lot of things. All right, baby, you are here.
All right.